it inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Fakes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They get all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm. Run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Back behind the quarterback line of pistol. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Arizona has now moved into the red zone. Catch made on the out route. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. To the left side, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Okay, ready? See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. The sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside his 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Big, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down here for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job for this defense containing the running game. I'm calling the plays. I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to get this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Hilltoppers bring their punt team onto the field. Return tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important third down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. The ball is caught. They got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it on the move. He's got his man wide open. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move? There's a first down yardage.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. Down he goes. A sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That sack sets up a third down play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing on the cannon.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And we're going to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
He's tackled at the 27. Third down coming up.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pocket breaking down. Pass is caught.
Steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Now, a fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 3, Western Kentucky 0.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the run it brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. Goes on third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Tough situation for the offense. Third and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
It's a shotgun run ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. cutting left. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. We'll never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop down there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The Hilltoppers will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. McGovern seemed able to bring the return to the ground. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Hands off to the left. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
The timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. From this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. The shotgun running play call. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
PAT makes the score 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Their focus in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled late at the 3-1. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And now the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Brings up 2nd down. set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Caught quickly. Tackle at the 6-yard line at the completion. Offense really threatening now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. See if they can convert the point after. PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to keep this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Western Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go. The QB makes his third of the day.
Chris, it's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Makes a quick catch. And the defense swings. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27 to see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. This time it's complete. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Behind the receiver. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they stopped him and not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to lose yards there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Fires it to the right out. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle right after the catch. But he'll spot the ball down to 15.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Arizona now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. Even heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. One more play before they head to completion. QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. The deficit still at 9 after the miss. A 2-possession game. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update. Here's our coach will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Trying to build on a positive first half of this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Off the play fake on first down. Watch some time, now lets it go. Locates the tight end. It's complete. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that spot. The ball's at 22.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. Now you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Receiver in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. That bumps it up to a 3-score game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts from inside the 20. And they get him to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Offense retakes the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit. It's incomplete. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
And the Hilltoppers looking to keep this drive moving. First down, we're going to throw the ball. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. On this drive. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
The offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up a middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack. Sets up, looking for an open man. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Hands it off on the counter. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. Well executed option play.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The back's got it. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and that's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
They'll run it here. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 36-yard line. 2nd down.
This is the 6th play on the drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Towards out of bounds, it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown continues.
This receiver is putting on a show. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Western Kentucky, 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Western Kentucky offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They reversed to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. Ball carrier in space now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Close to the tight end. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up.
3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona 31. Western Kentucky 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this time it's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass complete on the crosser. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. It's a two-score game, so hope's still alive here in the late going.
Arizona 31, Western Kentucky 15.
Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hand seam able to recover the football. Arizona offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. There's the handoff. The game is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's second down here.
Pound 55 weak.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down to 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Brings up second down.
On the double.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Gain of 2. Brings up third down.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
They'll take over.
And just like that, they come up with the play that they needed. In a two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play. Strip the ball. Come up with the interception. Anything to get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
Quick completion to the tight end. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice second and 2.
It's a great way to start this drive. They go a long way to go. Need a touchdown, a two-point conversion, somehow get the ball back, and then do it again. So the clock is your enemy. So we got to move down the field in a hurry.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. There was a foot race, and he won it.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt.
42, spot, Gaucho, Gaucho. Slide 22, slide 22.
You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That keeps the score Arizona 31.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
14. Set to kick it off.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot. Ball was incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure it.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Will take over first and 10.
Hilltopper's offense retakes the field now.
Get set, get set.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Over the middle, it's Willingham. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Okay, ready?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Come on, set.
And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. They can't slow him down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the ball is is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. An opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of the receivers that can make a play for you.
Now it's third and short with the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Great call here going that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's fourth down and long.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Will hand it off. And the defense able to hold it there in a short game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The punt team making their way on the field. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. The returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Western Kentucky offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to chuck it again. Nice throw, caught for a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And the Hilltoppers will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the broken tackle there produces a solid lead. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down, clock ticking. Press coverage now on these DBs. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job defending. Hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Emergency here. Got to cut it in this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And they're trying to push it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now, with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here.
Double right.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't put this any further.
That keeps the score. Arizona.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
27.
And the hands seem able to make the crucial recovery. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, a really entertaining game. Came right down to the end.